Hey everyone, welcome to my very first video. My name is Sukaina and today I am going to share my experience how I manifested my dream house in 2 weeks. I was actually doing a 60-day meditation challenge by following one of Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations called Tuning into New Potentials. And I never thought that I would manifest my dream house in just 2 weeks. So here I am putting myself out there because I was like, if I can do it, you can do it as well. And I did not have all the information in the beginning. So that's why I decided, let's make a video and share my tips and tricks. And hopefully it can help you in your manifestation journey. So stay tuned. So let me very briefly explain what the method is really about. I was actually on a journey where I wanted to deepen my meditation a little bit more. I was already meditating for almost 5 years, and I stumbled upon some videos of Dr. Joe Dispenza. From there, actually, I decided to buy his book, Becoming Supernatural. And in this book, he talks about a manifestation meditation, which is called Tuning into New Potentials. And this meditation was all about linking a clear intention to an elevated emotion. I was looking for a house because I just divorced. This meditation came at the right time for me, actually. And I decided to, let's just try it out and see if it will work. So what you need to do to prepare yourself is you grab a piece of paper and you write down your intention. So for me, it was having this house. Then on the left side of that paper, you write down your specific conditions of how that house or how that job or the man you want to manifest, whatever you want to manifest, the specific conditions you write down on the left side of the paper. So for me, it was that I wanted a house with at least 2 bedrooms. I wanted a house with nice wooden floor and also nice walls. I wanted to have a small terrace. I did not want it to exceed a specific rental price. And I really wanted to have that house in a specific neighborhood. Then on the right side of your paper, you write down the elevated emotions. So how would you feel when you get that house or job or car? How would you feel? And the feelings that I would feel would be gratitude, would be happiness, bliss. I would feel at home. I would feel secure. And mostly, I would feel free. Yeah, free was really the big one. Please bear in mind that when you write down your specific conditions, do not link it to any timing because you really need to trust the divine timing, that it will come to you when you're ready for it. So do not write, I want this job in 2 months. Just keep it open and trust the process. And another thing is for this meditation, you have to prepare 2 intentions. So for me, it was the house, and I also had a business goal that I wanted to reach. So I also prepared the clear intention with the elevated emotions as well for this one. For this meditation, I used a free YouTube video. I will put the link down in the description. This meditation is around 44 minutes. In the original MP3, which you can buy from Dr. Joe Dispenza's website, it also includes a 8 minutes breathing exercise. To be really honest, I used the free YouTube for a while until I decided to buy the MP3 because I missed some extra time in the beginning to really settle into my meditation. But it's up to you. It's not necessary even because I already manifested the house with the free YouTube. Then the next 16 minutes, the meditation focuses on different body parts and into space. So my tip to you guys is to focus on the words. So when he talks about focusing on the space behind your throat, just think about the word throat. Or when he says back of your head, just think or repeat the word head. So that's what I did. I would just say head, or throat, or space. I would just use those words and really focus on the space that he was mentioning. What will happen is you will feel the energy. I was, not even focusing or looking. I was just feeling into that space. And then in the end, I would feel like pulsating energy, just vibration. And that was like really an amazing feeling. So I would definitely recommend, do not overthink it. Just focus on the words and focus on the feeling in that space. Then the next 6 minutes, it's background music without any guided meditation. I love this part. And that's because I was used to do meditation without any guidance, even without background music. So during this short amount of time, which actually felt like a lifetime to me, I received a lot of inner guidance, intuition hits. So that was really amazing. And then the last 23 minutes, you will be focusing on the intentions. So what did I do? I had a hard time to visualize what I wanted. If it's easy for you, perfect. But for me, it was not easy at all. A few months prior, I already reacted to this house that I loved. I really loved this house that I unfortunately did not get. But I used that house to have an idea how my future house would look like. So I used that house to visualize. So I looked up some pictures online and I also found a map. So I had an idea how the house would look like inside, like in terms of where's the kitchen, where are the bedrooms. Then I visited the neighborhood. I looked around, I saw the bakery, I knew where the grocery stores were, I knew where the playgrounds were for my little girl to play in. I just checked out the whole neighborhood. So when I was doing the meditation, I knew exactly what I wanted and I would see it very clearly. And that made it very easy, maybe, for me to get into that elevated emotion. I also have to admit, I was going through a very difficult time in my life and I was desperate. I was so desperate. Even thinking about it, I just feel it like in my heart. So I think that also helped. I was really feeling into the emotions that I would feel if I got that house. So what I did during the meditation, I would just visualize every part of the life that I was going to live. From the moment that I would receive the keys from the realtor until me really living there, cooking or, watching TV, having breakfast, to outside, doing my groceries, going around the park, going to the bakery. I would just visualize every part of my new future life. And I do have to mention, the housing market in the Netherlands back then was really bad. There was a lot of demand, but not a lot of houses were available. I remember even one house, there were like 80 people that reacted to that house. So the housing market was really, really bad. And I kid you not, guys. After a week, I received an email to view this house. So the house that I used for visualizing was house number 8. And I got an invitation for house number 14 in the same street. I still cannot believe it. I'm in awe. And after 2 weeks, I signed the contract and the house was mine. And it checked every specific condition that I wrote down. It had the 2 bedrooms, it has beautiful walls, and it has beautiful flooring. It has a small terrace. The rental price was even lower than I wrote down, and it was in that specific neighborhood that I wanted. I am still amazed about how this all unfolded. So yeah, I am so grateful. I am so grateful for everything. So yeah, as I stated in the beginning of this video, I was actually doing a 60 days meditation challenge. So after manifesting the house in 2 weeks, I just wrote down a new intention and I continued my meditation journey. And honestly, the rest of the meditation challenge was very therapeutical. It was about dealing with grief, dealing with pain, about self-discovery. Who am I? What do I need in this life? It was all about finding myself, finding this new version of me. And although I did not manifest the other 2 intentions yet, because I do believe that in divine timing, it will come to me. I am sure about that. So yeah, this was it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I really, really hope that you can use these tips and tricks for yourself to manifest your dream life. Please let me know in the comments below if you maybe have some tips for me that I can use. So yeah, I wish you all the love and all the luck of the world, and thank you.